up, boys? That was the worst intro I've ever done. But we're live, yes,
Hello.
with the DPL full major, with all of your favorite DPL teams. We've got a selection of them. We've got, the reigning champions Nemesis, Pogfish, Rise, Gnomes, Depth, Rats, Yaokuza, and Global Breakout.
Rats is out.
Yeah, Rats technically is out, but they are in the bracket. But yeah, we're seeing some top tier gameplay coming from all teams. Hopefully, we've got some familiar faces. Nemesis, Global Breakout, but Pogfish recently promoted from Rivals up into DPL, and so this is the first time they're playing a DPL match as a team. So we'll see how that goes. But I believe we're going to be spectating Yaokuza versus Global Breakout as the first game. So, Twin, any thoughts on this first game?
I think it's going to be a really interesting match. Going into the first match of this major. I think it'll really set the tone for the tournament.
Any players that you think are going to frag out in this first game?
I don't think so. Time will tell.
I believe that we are ready at some point. So we're going to the first game of the major, Yaokuza versus Global Breakout.
What do you have any thoughts going into this match?
Well, I believe that we've got Global Breakout coming out on top. Seeing how they are probably the closest to dethroning Nemesis. We'll see what Yaokuza can do against them.
I definitely agree on that statement. So, what do you think about this match? About this map?
We've got quite a large lumberyard here. You've got a very good courtyard with lots of tight angles there. As one of the players have drawn, you've if you kick down this door, you could even look through this window. But you've got that bomb control. You're gonna have to go through that office or at least clear it to just be able to defuse. And
I would for this map, I would actually go for a different approach. I would go for a lumberyard approach, sneaking around just as and wall charge here as a more of a kind of not regular formation. But kicking down this door will be if that's the way that they're gonna go, it's gonna be really key. It looks like the defense is anticipating with these barbs on the door. And the barbs on this entry point. So that's going to be really interesting to see how, if the defense interacts with those barbs, how they're going to respond. If they're going to frag it out, or if they're going to just push through. Because those are some key choke points. Do you have any thoughts on what the defense is going to be doing?
Well, we've got Photon of all people. Putting a barb in this office area is going to play off that, obviously. Photon with the tub is a deadly creature, just to say. He really can change the tides of a round in mere seconds. But it does seem like we're going to be going on this office red door blow. Maybe not, actually. No, my bad. They haven't actually got a door charge whatsoever. We do see Argo pushing in with the DL nade on him. Some shots coming out, getting rid of those windows in courtyard. The UAV might actually be able to see someone through those windows and potentially take someone out. Argo getting ready to push through into this office. He's pushing through without the nade. Molly comes out. And the Knack holding this barb from Brickhouse. They're gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to push through. We've got some wall bangs coming out through one of the doors in lockers. And Kazo takes out one of the Yaokuza members. The door is shotgunned open. Argo's pushing in with that DL. Will Photon be able to do anything? No, Argo's missing his shots. Chi finally takes out Photon, but not without him able to take out Colin. The courtyard door has been kicked, and that window. Kazo getting some damage from that window actually. But all of the Yakuza are just trapped in this one area. They're trapped in this bottom right-hand corner of the map. And Molly just delaying Billboard from what could be a devastating attack. But Global Breakout's pushed in. Argo goes down. Chi goes down. Billboard is able to take out one of the Yakuza members, but it's all down to Akaza. Akaza with a Black Tar. What will he be able to do here? But he isn't able to do anything, and Yakuza, of all teams, is able to take the first round against Global Breakout. It is 1-0 Yakuza, the first round of the series.
That was a really good round at the start. The way they executed was kind of sketch, but it looked like they were communicating from what we could see. Them responding to each other's call outs. I can only assume that they were constantly communicating throughout that process.
Yeah, there was some good comms from what we saw there. But it's whether or not that they can keep that up.
So, what's your prediction for this BO3?
Well, I believe Global Breakout are going to take it. You know, they're the top team to come off of this, and we might see some good play from Yakuza, but I think it is just Global Breakout that's going to take the two matches and win.
This map is quite interesting because it's one of the more open factories I've seen. The way how they have bomb with very little cover is really unique and interesting. I think if I were the defense, I would do a joint push on office and server farm to kind of flank them out. Just because of how open and how little cover there is on this map, being able to, if the attackers play it right, they'll be able to really easily snag this, even though there are some really large sight lines for the snipers. What do you think?
Well, you know, this map, I'm going to say it's quite an illegal map in DPL rules. You can actually, pretty sure we've seen a couple of clips going around the community, but you can get on top of this silo, I believe, and go to the top of the roof. So it's completely illegal in DPL rule, but you know, we'll see.
Interesting. Well, let's see how this turns out.
We see one barb actually coming out. Oh no, sorry, two barbs. One was blocked by the office sign. Got a good barb on that server farm position. Seems like the one and only Biggie Cheese is holding that from Toxic. But no one's really holding that office barb. I think they're just going to try and play that off quite defensively. I believe Chi is placing down the wall charge ready for the attack to come through. It is a 2-3 split. Server farm nade comes out, getting that barb. And the wall charge comes out. Good molly there from Yaokuza, stopping the push. But Biggie Cheese seems to be flashed. He's trying all his best. He's able to take out one, but gets traded by Colin. Chi just trying to maybe get some shots into office. But once again, Yaokuza seem to be just packed into one side of the map. They're all over this office area. Whether or not they can get out of this position. Some saber shots coming from Akazo. But the smoke comes out, they're able to push in, and she pushes in with Colin and Billboard from server farm. Photon able to take out Billboard, and Chi trading with them. And it's a 3v2 situation here. Kazo able to take out one of the Yakuza members. Shots coming out on Toxic. They know where one of the members is, but Yakuza are able to take out Colin. It is a 2v2 now. The attackers do have the HP advantage, though, and Yaokuza is able to take out one. It's Mort versus 2. Yaokuza pressing the bomb. The LS comes out. He's able to take out one. It's Sniper versus Sniper. Yaokuza with their HP advantage and is able to take out Yaokuza. It is 1-1. Round 2. Great round there from Global Breakout.
That was a really good round from Global Breakout. I really think that Yaokuza is really good on that saber.
Yeah, some great sniping there from both sides.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think Global Breakout will clench this round and move on. Overall, did you see anything interesting that they did throughout the match?
But it seemed like a pretty normal factory there. It's whether or not, though, that we are moving on to a C-store or a dome. I didn't check the maps at the start. By the sound of the crowd, we're on dome, so they've used that wall charge in a very good position, as most C-store attacks do result in a wall charge being used. So you really don't want to waste it on other maps.
So this map is very interesting based on the placement of the truck. I've never seen a truck placed in that way. Especially with how the map is laid out. That pit door I think could be really crucial if the attackers try to use it. As you can see, Billboard is drawing there and wanting to place that. But the defenders have a nice sight line. They could put a sniper right there to really clench that if that's where they want to enter. But it also looks like they're going to be doing a joint entry push. What do you think on this?
Well, this castle is a very strong position. You can defend the button that allows the entry into castle. And you could also just turn off power completely, or just shoot out these panels here, and then you have full control of this castle here. No one can look in. You just hold this angle here. You put a barb here, maybe get that barb, and then you can just hold bomb from castle and hold the entire map ready.
That is a really good point. Being able to hold the button while also holding the observation entry and bomb.
Oh, but hold on. Photon, no, I thought Photon was on something. He found a rock that you could jump on and maybe look over into the castle windows, but he sadly can't. I believe they've kicked one of the red doors.
Yes, I think that's the sight. Yes, that's the sight line that they're putting a sniper on here.
I think Breakout have realized they've kicked that door, and they're holding green, but not actively. That's the problem. They're holding it quite passively. No barb on there as well. And they use the door charge on that green. Good use of the spare door charge they can now use. They're going also to open up that jungle. We'll see if that will change the tides of the rounds. They have got auto in jungle, though. Oh, but Billboard's able to snipe a Yaokuza member from the other side of the map. Two good mollies coming out, blocking the attack of Global Breakout. And it seems like we've got a 2-2-1 split, but as I'm saying that, Yaokuza takes out another Yaokuza player, and they've got power. This could be amazing for Global Breakout. Chi pushing the auto. He isn't able to take him out. But Billboard is able to take out another member of Yaokuza. It is a 2v4 here. Auto and a KR82M. Oh, but Photon is able to take out Yaokuza, and Colin trades. It is all down to this auto. And he gets taken out by Argo. Another lovely round there from Global Breakout. That is 3-2.
Yeah, that was quite a good match. Now we're gonna see Global Breakout switching to the defense, and I think that's gonna be a really interesting. Based on these set of maps, they're more attacker focused. Except for this dome, I think it'll be really key if we can see that.
Yeah, we'll see if they've learned anything from these attack rounds.
Well, I personally prefer to attack before defense because you get a nice lay of the land. This kill house, like we saw earlier, is really interesting with how open lumberyard is, while also looking at the other aspects. Um, I think that a what we're seeing a push here, as well as with a push through this, while also keeping these sight lines on this courtyard, are really interesting for the attackers. Yes, as you can see, they're drawing out a lumberyard approach, and that's gonna be nice, and that's gonna be really long. So there will be a lot of sight lines that the defenders are gonna have to keep an eye out if they're gonna want to stop that in their in the tracks.
Well, I don't know if Go Breakout have picked up on this, but you can peek from this courtyard, and you're able to get several sightlines into lumber from courtyard, because this chain fence, this isn't ballistic. You can shoot through this, so you can have a look here, and you can get a sightline right round the side of the map, able to pick up any attackers just completely unsuspecting. The push, and this green door as well. You can maybe potentially kick down this green door and then have another sightline looking onto here where the attackers are going to be pushing. So it'll be a hard push for these attackers if Global Breakout play this well.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, we see a couple of barbs and a couple of mollies coming out, so we'll see. We'll see what's going on with all of that in a
Yeah,
moment.
it'll be. So, what did you think of the first set?
Well, I think Global Breakout did really well in attacking. And I think they've learned a lot from the attack rounds and what Yakuza haven't done well, and they're gonna learn from that and hopefully, uh, you know, come and hit hard and you know get some good defense rounds out. I think
Yep.
I've just while like looking around, I think I've spotted another great angle. I believe you can stand on top of bar and look directly over this and look at this green door, but yeah, I believe that is an angle that you can look at and potentially pick up another unsuspecting attacker.
Yeah, that's a really interesting angle that they could use.
Well, we're just waiting for the game to be on pause right now. We've got a bit of technical issues coming out from one of the sides. Um, so yeah, we're just waiting on one of the players to get back. So yeah, what do you think about uh, all of these like bar placements, for example?
I think the bar placements are really interesting because if you look above the map and see all the different aspects and the sight lines, having those bar placements, if the attackers end up having to go through there, it'll really get them stuck in some crucial sight lines that the defense could really use to their advantage.
Yeah. But we're unpaused now, so we're getting into the round. And I believe we are. Oh no, we're not getting into the round. We're getting into the gear up phase. But we're seeing some strange drawings on the map.
Yes, they don't really make that much sense to me. It is a lot of scribble, but with how they've outlined this locker, it could be a. I don't think it means anything, but they could be using it as an important push.
I believe that's an Among Us character.
Well, it's sus.
Um, well, we're getting into the round here. Kazu's kicked that green. We'll see if he plans to use it. Oh, but I think he spotted the angle, actually. I believe he spotted it. We'll see what happens with the Kazu in the round. We'll see if he's able to... Oh, yeah, he's in the position that I was talking about. He's about to pick someone off there. And the Yaokuza seem to be pushing around the side that Kazu's peeking. Oh, he's not peeking it anymore. He has to re-peek in order to get a kill here. Oh, he's doing it, though. Please, Kazu, get a pick. This could be God tier. There, and Yaokuza already pushed into Lumberyard. They're very fast to push here. But will they be able to see Colin there behind the forklift? They do, I believe. I believe they relay it, but they can't do anything about it. Argo able to take out one of the Yaokuza members. And it's a full eco, which means that, you know, it's going to be it's going to be an easy push for the next 2 rounds, sorry. And Colin able to take out another one. Akazo taking it, getting a shot out. Doesn't hit anyone, though. Another shot goes out. Once again, doesn't hit anyone. Good molly, slowing down that defense. Argo just in a 1v1 really against one of these Yaokuza members. And they push into office. Chi getting spotted by that EOV. Very close to dying there. Putting some warbangs out. Kazu taking another shot with the morp. And they're all in office now. The shot to the door, I don't believe got shotgunned open. Nade goes out. And we see Colin going on the flank. I believe, no, Kazu still hasn't tagged anyone with that morp. Colin on the rotate. Billboard able to take down Biggie Cheese. Colin in a 1v1 against Yaokuza, able to take him out. And it's only Photon left, but Billboard is able to take him out. Another great round there for Global Breakout.
That was a really good round, that 3-1. I really think Global Breakout is setting the precedent for this major that the precedents will carry on. So what did you think about that match, Tetra?
Well, we saw some great shots from both sides coming out, but I believe that Global Breakout only won that because Yaokuza just is so slow in these pushes. They're just getting caught off guard by all these like hidden Global Breakout members that they're just not able to do anything.
Yeah, I agree. Yakuza is ending up quite slow in this push, and if they don't get this factory or the dome push and they shape up, it's gonna be really tough for them to catch up for the rest of the round. It does appear like the defenders are placing a barb right on where Yakuza's intending on going. With the right sight lines, it could be a really good push for them. Really good push. If the defense doesn't execute properly. As we're moving into the gear up phase, what are you thinking about if Yakuza could pull any tricks, hats out of the bag to get this map?
Well, it seems like they're gonna have to just do something really. They're still just sitting in the same sort of cornered area, just waiting. So they need to just they don't need to like do some funny magic or something. They just need to push as a team. They need to push hard, push fast, flash rooms, instantly push. They don't.
Yeah,
they shouldn't wait.
Really agree.
Does seem like we're seeing the exact same barbs coming from Global Breakout as Yaokuza last round, but an extra one on that silo walkway. So
that is quite interesting.
We'll see if that changes anything throughout the round. Does seem like they're bringing a door charge and a clacker the opposite sides of the map. which would lead me to believe that the comms really aren't the best.
Yeah, and how they took a really long time to gear up. They're definitely wasting a decent amount of time on this push.
They have both met up at office, but bringing them at the other side of the map isn't the best idea. But the door charge goes out, and one of the Yakuza members is already in the building, in office, waiting for anything to happen. But I believe, yeah, he gets tagged by Akaza with a morp. Great shot there from Akaza. The nade comes out to get rid of that barb on server farm. Biggie Cheese snipes Colin, and Billboard is putting some damage down on the Yakuza members. He's able to take out one of them in office, and the flash comes out. Argo's ready though. Akazo takes out one. Argo takes out another, and Photon trades, but then Akazo trades Photon for himself. It's amazing. Yakuza 3v1 here. AP against the Morp, an Igmar, and a suppressed Gruber. We'll see if he saves. He just has to try and grab that clacker, unless Akazo is here. Could get caught off guard. Oh, but Akazo knows now. Akazo knows he's there. He's gonna be holding it. They all know. They're all swarming him. And yeah,
I don't think there's any chance.
I believe he's saving the wall charge, actually. I believe, yeah, he's saving a wall charge. Which is quite strange, bringing both a wall charge here when there are actually drawings for a wall charge. My bad. They were going to wall charge in. I didn't know that. They brought both door and a wall, so they've lost a clacker, but they still have a wall charge. So we'll see what they can do with that on Dome. But that is 4-1.
I really think the comms on this round were just a bit abysmal, taking only one clacker with two different charges on the opposite sides of the map. I just don't think it could have been. I think communication needed to be much better here.
I believe they were going to blow up office and then rotate back round to server farm and blow the wall charge.
Oh, that is a quite interesting method, but they were really slow on executing anything. Where did they place during season 3? Do you know?
I believe they placed 3rd. Let me double check that. Yeah, I believe they placed 3rd.
That is quite interesting if they did place 3rd. Their communications may have degraded or something. I haven't seen them play before, but I think it was quite interesting how they are very slow at their push.
Yeah, they came 3rd overall.
Here on Operation Foxburn, we're seeing this map for the second time as the last of the first half. It's going to be really interesting to see how they're going to push based on their prior experience with this map as a defense and what they learned from it. What do you think about this map that doesn't include Castle? Because Castle is that very strong push.
Well, what we're seeing from the drawings is we've got a wall charge play coming out, wall charging into jungle, which is probably the best way to contest the castle.
Yeah.
But it also seems like a jungle push as well. So we've got a green and a jungle push, with a couple of barbs mixed in that were sort of the same from the last half, but also have been sort of changed a bit. We see a barb here that was placed actually here for Yaokuza last time, which I don't think was the best placement. But we've got Chi shooting out some of the observation lights, which is a great play. Even with these jumpable observation walls, that's probably the best. But it does seem like they have placed a door charge on observation, so I think they're scrapping the jungle play and going observation. And the door charge goes out. I believe they're holding it. I don't know if they're actually going to push in. We'll see. Oh, but Argo behind the green door, able to get 2. Lovely play there from Argo, the auto. behind those green doors. Almost impossible to counter. And we've got the rest of Yaokuza just pushing into this man trap of an area. But Photon has sort of got off from the rest of the group and is able to put some damage onto Colin there. The war charge goes out. It kills Chi. Argo with the auto. Will he be able to do anything here? Yaokuza with the saber though, able to take down one. Argo pushing with the auto. He isn't able to get the kill though, but a lovely molly slows down that attack. And it's a 2v3 here. Saber and 2 AKs. We'll see what happens here. They're taking it slow once again. They're just sort of trying to gain their bearings. They've, I believe, 2 flashes between them. Oh, sorry, 1 flash between them.
They have smoke.
Flash goes out. Billboard able to get some damage there onto Photon. And Colin is just waiting for them to push. One pushes. Oh, but is he? I believe he's looking down. He's able to take out one. And it's Photon last alive. And he gets taken out by Billboard. That is 5-1 to Global Breakout.
That was quite a good half. I think this half really sets up the entire major with a really with a really interesting thing setting up the prize pool.
We see a C-store here as the new rotation.
Yes, this is a quite interesting seed store. Do you think they'll use a wall charge push here, or do you think they'll go for something different?
Well, I believe that the storefront blow here isn't the best play at all. You've got this tellers here, which is almost completely useless.
Yeah, I agree to that. That teller is a really... That teller, if they use that storefront push, it's just gonna be a waste of their wall charge. I would personally do a shed push through freezers to be able and rack that out. Because this freezer has a lot of sight lines that just instantly have on bomb, have on this door, and all across the room.
Yeah, this teller really just isn't the best. You usually see teller holding the bomb at least, or holding sort of the area of bomb, but this is just looking straight onto storefront. And the best wall charge spot is more than likely at the back of this this wall here in office. You just sort of blow onto bomb, and then you have control of it. You just have to look out for storage, and you're fine.
Oh, that would be a very interesting wall charge. If they blow into that storefront instead of doing that freezer push, but they'd have to get through office. With they know that an office push is going to be key. But I don't think they're using a wall charge here.
No, I believe they are using a door charge on this arcade door, which is a great call, but there actually isn't any barb there, so there's no point. The Nate comes out, able to get rid of that barb, holding that green, and Billboard is able to get a bit of damage out. The door charge is set. They're about to clack it, push into arcade. I don't think Billboard's ready for this. The goes out, Billboard and Colin just rush out of there. They know that is a death trap as soon as it happens. One of the Yakuza members pushing on bomb. Colin is able to take him out. And another Yakuza member in freezer. Oh, but he doesn't spot Billboard. And Billboard goes down. Billboard doesn't check his corners there. Once again, they're all sort of trapped in this area. Yakuza able to take out one of the Yakuza members with a Le Grosse in bathroom. And it's a 3v4. All Global Breakout members low on HP though. Colin isn't able to take out the Yakuza member and does go down for it. Chi pushing. Is he able to do anything? But it's a whiff off here. Chi dies to Biggie Cheese in a very close called fight there. Argo able to take out a Yakuza member. And it's a 2v2. Photon on almost 1 HP. But will it be enough? Yaokuza with the warbangs, lovely warbangs, and it's all down to Photon, the 1 HP player. Yaokuza with a gross, Argo with a Gruber SD. We'll see what Photon can do. Slowly pushes up, holding these angles on the bomb. Long angling it. Yaokuza not able to get any warbangs out, but he does get Photon, and that is the round 6-1 to Global Breakout.
That was quite an excellent first round of this half. Especially with that wall bang. That was really interesting. How they could place it just right on the second time they tried was really good. Wow, we're seeing a very interesting parking garage map here. The way they're going to be able to use it because of how open it is. A wall chart. Imagine a wall charge here if they could find the right place for it. It'd be really interesting. Oh, there's stuff. It's stuff at the bottom of this map. I would personally do a split garage push going through here, using the cars as cover to get to the bomb. However, it's really open, so it's smoke. Would be really effective, while a flash is not going to be as effective as a smoke or a Molotov would be on this map. As we move into the gear up phase, we're going to see how the defense intends to execute this very interesting map with how wide open it is. So there's a ton of sight lines with not very much cover. What do you think, Tetra?
Well, you know, it gives Global Breakout the advantage. You know, if they don't win these next 2 rounds, it gives them the advantage of, you know, do we use the war charge on C-Store or do we use it here? You know, having these new kill houses in rotation really doesn't help with economy, as having a wall charge and like a map where a wall charge is very significant makes it that if you have 2 of them, you have to pick either or. It's not like, oh, we know there's a C-Store rotation, we can just wait and use wall charge there. It's if they use C-Store first round, then we're gonna have to see a very strange play on one of these corner sides of the map in either club or lockers, which, you know, don't always end up as they do.
I agree.
We see, I believe, a lockers push. I think. Did they forget the door charge? No, they did not. The door charge goes out. Lockers has been blown, and Yaokuza's ready for it, I think. He has the morp, though. Flash comes out. Yaokuza's still watching reception, though. He takes a shot. Is able to hit Photon. Lovely shot there from Yaokuza. And he now has to hold lockers. The kick, able to take out 1. There is a second, though. Will he check windows? Sees windows, able to take him out. Yaokuza's on a rampage. And Colin's able to take out another. It's Photon. And another Yaokuza member last alive. Photon low from that mortar shot from Yaokuza. Will Yaokuza be able to get another kill here? Or he's holding with this. Oh, but he's able to take him out. And there goes Photon. That is the first game. It is 7-1 to Global Breakout.
That was a really efficient match for Global Breakout. And I can't wait to see what's next. Do you personally think Global Breakout will clinch this match with Yaokuza, or do you think they'll be able to come out? Yaokuza will be able to be the underdog here.
Well, you know, as we saw from that game, we saw several good plays from Global Breakout, and not many from not many from Yaokuza. Sorry, mix up with the teams. Photon is the only one I can sort of recognize off that roster. is really good with, you know, management of resources. I believe Photon probably played the best in that game there against Global Breakout. But we'll see what happens.
We really will. Going into this match, are you into this second match? Are you looking for anything super interesting?
I don't know. It's whether or not that Global Breakout can just repeat what they've done, or it's whether or not Yaokuza can just be like, "Oh, we lost that game. We should probably get better," and then come out as victorious. Um,
That
I
that would be
believe
really interesting.
I believe we're going to a break though before the next game, so we will be back with the next game, Yakuza versus Global Breakout again. 1-0 to Global Breakout. We'll see what happens. So we'll see you in a certain amount of time. Hello, ladies and gents. This is Tetra, and welcome to the DPL channel. Welcome to Game 2 of the Yakuza versus Go Breakout game. I'm your host Tetra with my co-host Twin,
Hello.
and we're getting into Game 2 of Yakuza versus Global Breakout. What are your thoughts going into Game 2, Twin?
I think this game will make a really interesting wrap up with Yakuza and Global Breakout. If Yakuza can say we screwed up that match, we got to get better, I think it could come into a tie, or we could go into our third match. However, I think Global Breakout will just pull ahead and clinch this match, going on to the second round.
Yeah, I think Global Breakout are just gonna take the win here and close it out 2-0. But we'll see. Only time will tell.
Yes, only time will tell. So, how's your day going, Tetra?
Well, um, my predictions are going pretty well. If you didn't know, this like tournament for DPL is hosted on Challenge, which it isn't sponsored at all by Challenge, I'm pretty sure. But that we now have predictions, so you can now predict who's going to win. So there is a
Or a
$150 cash prize for whoever can correctly predict the outcome.
a 100% prediction.
Yes, 100%.
You want to know a little secret? I did not file my prediction bracket.
Is that a secret, or is that? I don't think that's
That's
very secretive.
It's quite sad. But I personally predict a Global Breakout win throughout this entire major. Who did you guess?
I believe Nemesis are coming in first, with Global Breakout second.
Well, we'll see next Sunday.
Yeah, it's so far, seeing how we've had seeing how we've already had a game been completed, the Depths versus Rats, due to Rats not having enough players to win. They've already been moved down to the losers bracket. So Depth was my pick for the win out of that. Sorry, Sick. But yeah, I've already got a dub, at least, I think.
Well, who did you predict to win the Well, if Rat's going down to the losing bracket, I don't believe they have enough players to win the losing bracket either. So, do you have a dub on that part?
I do have a dub on that part, yes. So
All right.
we're saved.
You are saved anyway. Well, we're going into our the second match. We are starting with Global Breakout on the defenders and Yakuza starting as the attackers. It's gonna be really interesting switching it up, seeing how it goes. Going into this match, depending on what map it is, it's going to be interesting. So we're starting with this kill house, followed by a factory and a C-store. We're here on Operation Dream Eater, which is another parking garage map, which we saw last time we saw Kill House. I think it's quite interesting based on where the garage doors are placed. However, there's a large reception area and a club that could be used to really clinch this map. If I were making the push, I would do a push through reception while also pushing through garage door to get a pincer on that bomb and really surprise them. What would you do if you were the in-game leader here, Tetra?
Well, there's a C-store in rotation, so I would save that wall charge and probably eco this, actually. There are some great factory doors you can blow. So having, maybe all charges and all clackers for this is probably the best idea. You maybe could open this red door and have a long angle on onto this sort of open area, but it's whatever. It's up to the teams going in, and we'll see.
In my opinion, Kill House plans on a parking garage like this are more a dime a dozen. They generally never go to plan because of how open it is and how little cover they're able to use.
Well, see what happens in this round.
We will. Following into the setup, we'll see how the defenders intend on placing their wall charges to a way that's quite important. As you can tell, they're putting a wall charge on that door following that red door, which could slightly impede a push through there, even though I never thought that was an optimal push. Oh, it does look like they have a wall charge going to blow it up. That's really interesting. They're not using it on the C-store.
Well, they have got that window control, but we'll see what happens. Believe that they're just sort of checking out, see if anyone's holding the long angles there. But Akazo's able to take out one of the members, take his head clean off.
That was a great snipe.
Akazo.
Amazing snipe there.
The wall charge goes out, and Saber's holding the long angle. Oh, did Akazo tag him? He did not. Gee, able to deal a little bit of damage to Photon there. But it's whether or not Akazo can get another nice shot on that Saber, potentially. We'll see. He's holding very defensively here. Flash comes out. A flash and a smoke, sorry, come out. Akazo's still holding the angle. He's just getting ready to snipe another man in the head. That smoke's about to fade. Akazo's pushed back. Chi holding the kitchen door. Almost see one of the Yaokuza members. Flash comes out. Colin and Argo pushing at the same time. Able to get one in. Akazo takes out another. It is a 2v5 here. Biggie Cheese on the Morp. Able to on the Saber, sorry. Able to take out Akazo. Down goes the Morp. And it's a 2v4 now. They might save here. Oh, but Yaokuza take out Colin. Argo take out Biggie Cheese, and it's a 1v3 here. From the bomb, Billboard with the tub. Oh, but he takes him out with a gat. Lovely kill there from Billboard. And they're able to take both the Morp and Saber, hopefully. We'll see what Billboard picks up. Oh yeah, they've highlighted the Saber.
Argo saved, yep. Both the key sniper rifles have been claimed by Argo and Billboard. Going into this, factory, I believe it'll be if they're gonna eco it, or they've already used a wall charge and a clacker. They'll really need to be key about keeping that wall charge, keeping that one of those door charges, or that clacker, because if they lose another clacker, C-store is going to be really hard to push. So this map has a cargo hold, which is really interesting because of how restrictive it is. Being able to control it will be able to allow the defenders to really hold both those angles and really deny access. However, a frag on entry to that cargo hold can destroy a defender's plan. They have to be careful about ensuring that a frag isn't used on them if they have someone holding cargo hold. What do you think? What would you personally do on an approach here?
Well, you know, if the wall is still available, I'd 100% blow under this server farm. As some people don't know, but right now I'm pretty sure there's an audio bug, which means that you cannot hear a wall charge that is placed on the bottom floor of server farm. So we'll see what happens. Whether or not that you know, they'll do that, or seeing how Yaokuza have wasted their ward charge, then you know, I think they're just going to eco here and save the door charge for the next round.
If that audio bug is still live, I don't know if it's in the rules, but it would be really key for Global Breakout to use that there.
You know, we see some good barbs coming out holding this power.
Moving into this setup, we'll see how they're going to intend on placing the barbs exactly and how they're holding power. Because according to Season 3 statistics, attackers won 66% of times on lights out pushes.
I believe that those stats have not been updated in like decades.
Yeah. I don't know. That's last time I checked the stats. That's what it said.
Kazu trying to get a peek though with that morp, taking damage though, and not being able to put any out. Believe, yeah, 2 flashes coming over the top. Colin, maybe in trouble here. But Yaokuza able to take out 2 members, including the morp. I believe that is going to go and try and recover that morp potentially.
A lights out push.
All in this power room. Argo inside of cargo hold. Billboard with the Igmar holding this, trying to hold this long angle on server farm. Not. Oh wait, he does. He is able to take out one. It's now a 3v3. Billboard with the great kick, able to make it a 3v3. Great molly comes out from Chi, and they're still stuck in this storage area. They just need to be able to flash out. They have 1 flash between all 3 of them. They push out. Chi going down, but Billboard trades. Oh, Billboard able to get some more damage out on the Yaokuza players. And Photon stuck behind that molly for now. Argo inside cargo hold, holding these angles. But Billboard inside truck. The Yaokuza members pushing around the side of silos. And they've picked up the morp. This could be good for Yaokuza. Oh, but he's able to take out Argo unsuspectingly. And it's all down to Billboard now. The morp comes out, not able to deal any damage to Billboard. It's Billboard able to trade, but he's not. And Photon takes him out. That is 1-1 right now. Going into round 3.
Wow, maybe Yakuza is really ahead. We'll see how the rest of the match comes through, but I wouldn't be surprised if Yakuza is seeing that they really need to step up their game here, especially with their communication. Now moving into the C-store, it's going to be really interesting what they're going to do because they don't have a wall charge. So they're either going to have to use a door charge, and I do not believe they've used a door charge yet. So maybe they'll do a split push. That would be quite interesting. Okay, so as we can see here, this map has a storefront skylight. However, I don't think this skylight is the play here because this skylight does not give you an easy access to the bomb, which is tucked away into storage. I think a push here, maybe a nice freezer push and in using frags to clear out any barbs that they may push. However, that's something that Global Breakout would definitely expect. So it's going to be interesting to see how they're going to push. As we go into the setup phase, we're going to see some really interesting placements on these on these barbed wires based on how uniquely the bomb is placed. Instead of being placed in storefront underneath skylight or close to it, it's gonna be really unique not having tellers looking out onto bomb like it normally does. What do you think about this unique bomb placement, Tetra?
I mean, seen this several times. You know, door charge into freezer and then just door charge into storage. It just is an easy, fast push, and you get rid of all barbs that stop this storage push. They're gonna
Yeah,
have to rebarb and show themselves.
I agree, but that's what concerns me. In the past match, we saw Yakuza being quite slow on their pushes. So if they don't do the right, it's not going to be very efficient, and it'll just be a nice big choke point. As we go into this match, I'm going to be really looking at how Yakuza is how fast they push, because if they're too slow, it's not going to be very efficient.
Well, they're gonna bring both door charges they have. They're gonna use them to their advantage. We'll see. I believe they're blowing. Yeah, it seems like they're blowing arcade. Probably not the best pusher. They're gonna have to go
Maybe
for
they're
storefront.
blowing arcade as a surprise. Oh, they're doing a storefront. They're doing a skylight push as they're on top of the map.
The Morp in arcade, quite a strange, spot for the Morp to be. He might be able to pick off Argo here. Oh my gosh, Akazo with the pixel peak of an angle onto one of the Yakuza members. This is why he's on Global Breakout. We see the Yakuza members pushing into freezer here, trying to just get down that door charge, calling with the wall bangs. Argo with the molly ready, with the auto on him. There's no barbs stopping the storage push, but they still probably will door charge that, actually. I believe they've recovered the clacker. We'll see what happens here. Argo with that auto. Molly, good molly goes out. Nade almost wasted there. Another great molly comes out. And once again, Yakuza are stuck behind mollies. Breakout's molly usage has been great over these two games. And it seems like Photon's rotating back around to the team. They're about to push through. Oh, and the door charge gets Argo. The auto is down. Akaza takes out one close range with the Saber. Oh, but they're all in. And that is gonna be Yakuza for the round win. That was a very fast push there. Biggie Cheese able to take out two. And Yakuza leading up the rest. We'll see what happens in the second half of this game.
It will be quite interesting, especially how Yakuza is coming ahead on how they were responding earlier. As we saw, Global Breakout dominated Yakuza earlier, so it's going to be really interesting to see if Yakuza is going to pull forward back on the leaving their advantage as an attacker and going back to the defense.
Yeah, we'll see if Yakuza can bring it back, but I believe in Global Breakout here.
I agree. I think it's gonna mess up a lot of people's predictions if Global Breakout for some reason doesn't win here. So we're back on this parking garage map, and I think we can learn a lot of things on what Yakuza did wrong. I think because they used that wall charge, they really lost a lot of opportunities. Because that factory in that C-store map could have been really key using those wall charges. However, they didn't know that, so Global Breakout is going into a really interesting point. If they go through, I think going through reception and kicking down that green door is going to be really key. However, you can see how they intend on having a clacker and a door charge there, so maybe they'll do a split push. That could be a really interesting push. What do you think? What would you do here?
Well, it seems like they've taken the ideas from last round that Yakuza was sort of drawing. They're going to just blow this and have this long angle that just sort of blocks off half of the map. Anyone in this side is just completely like locked in there. You've also got peaks from reception and both from this door. You've got these walls. If anyone doesn't know, they have tarp on them, but the doors don't. So you can see, so completely wallbangable, but you can also just see through the doors. So, you know, it's whether or not Global Breakout will be able to gain an advantage of this or not.
Yeah, especially how Global Breakout's going to push here. We'll really see. I think this will set up the match.
Well, we see them going on a large rotate round. But you know, they're shooting out these lights. They're trying to bait, or hopefully trying to bait, the Yaokuza members into peeking on those windows. The war charge comes out. Photon's got a molly out ready for it. Molly's it. Great molly there from Photon. And here comes the reception push. Billboard, is he able to take out one of the Yakuza members? He does. But he gets traded off. It is a down to 4v4. Oh, but some of the Yakuza players are low, but so are the Global Breakout players. Photon, will he be able to do anything here? He's able to take out one, but doesn't get the second, and it is a 3v2 here. Full HP for all of the members on Yakuza. But they're both in kitchen. They have got the morph. This could be a hard push here for Global Breakout. Oh, but Collins able to take out another one. And it's down to the last member of Yakuza. Almost 1 HP here. A Molotov and a morph.
I think it's down to the angles now. If Yakuza can get a shot, or if Ikazo can get a shot, it'll be key.
Oh, but the Yakuza man misses the shot and dies to Ikazo. Great round there from Global Breakout, making it 2-2.
You said 2-2.
Yeah, it's 2-2.
Yep, I think Global Breakout just set the precedent that they're not going to get Yakuza beat them in any way. It's going to be really interesting to see how this match goes forward.
Yeah, well, you know, we're seeing Colin almost being the MVP, you know, Akazu and Colin sort of being the MVPs of these two matches.
Akazu is great at getting those angles and hitting those pixels. Really good.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see some more great sniper action from Akazu soon.
Yep. Hopefully, I think we'll see some more incredible casting, some incredible sniping from Akazo, but maybe even Colin will take up the sniper. I don't know.
I believe we're going to a factory now, so we'll see. We'll more than likely see the Morp come out, as they did save that from last round, but maybe the Saber as well.
Yes, that would be really interesting if they pull out the saber to hold these angles. I don't know what Akazu's preference is on which sniper, but it looks like the defense is looking at placing some barbs at some key critical points. If I was going back to what you said last time we saw this map on Operation Saturn Bear, it'd be interesting to wall charge here on the entry point. On the lower level of server farm would be a key push. There are a lot of angles, but it looks like they're going through dock to hold those angles with the sniper. I just don't know if the defense is going to be expecting that, because it doesn't look like they have a lot of it doesn't look like they have angles covering dock. It'll be a really big surprise if they don't have someone looking out for that. They think a lights push is going to be necessary, so it's going to be really interesting how they're going to respond to that. Maybe they'll even take out lights themselves. As we move into the setup phase, we're going to see how the defense is going to execute their plan on fortifying this factory. It's going to be really interesting to see.
Well, we do see both Saber and Morp coming out, so you know we're going to see double sniper action and some decent barbs coming out from Yakuza.
We'll see what happens here. It's going to be quite hard for Yaokuza to win this round. Double sniper is hard to deal with.
We see the green door getting kicked. They're all in, actually, in server farm. And they're pushing for this power, I believe. Yeah, power goes out. The war charge comes out on that dock location. And Yaokuza is wondering what to do. Trying to get some war banks through that green door. And Argo takes damage from it. Billboard, low HP as well. We see the snipers on almost different sides of the map. Kazo, slow peeking this dock. I don't think he realizes that Claire is in the truck. And they're going to try and push the silos position. Warbank's coming out. Not able to do much damage. Akazo taking a bit of damage from Biggie Cheese. Oh, but someone's pushing Akazo. Able to take him down. Chi takes out a player. Chi takes out 2 players. There's so much going on. And there's... What? What happened? It was over so fast. Akazo is able to take out 1 player. Chi is able to take out 2. Billboard takes out Biggie Cheese. And Colin is able to take out another player. It was over so fast. They were all sort of stacked on top of each other. And, you know, the round just fell apart very fast for Yaokuza there. Making it 3-2 to Global Breakout.
That was really interesting. Now, we're going to be going into this next match, and we're going to be going into this next map, sorry. It's going to be really interesting to see how Global Breakout is going to respond to Yakuza. Because they both have experience on this map, they'll be able to know what works and what doesn't. So it's going to be really interesting to see.
Yeah, and with this C-Store as well, they've used the wall charge, so you know maybe they're going for the play of door charging at something.
Maybe
interior. They
but
did use a door charge on Kill House, so
because they knew about this storefront, so they must. If I was them, I would have taken into account that specific method. So it's gonna be really interesting if they do a freezer push. They're gonna need to ensure that they frag that door because they need to clear out those barbs. Because do they have a second charge? Do you know?
they do not. They're only on 1 charge as of now.
That is quite tough for them because it would be key to use 2 charges on this map. But it does appear that they're going to be using a cloud day and a door charge. So they're going all out here because it is the last map. Akazo is on the Saber. So it's going to be really interesting to see what angles he's going to try to pinch. Maybe they'll even do a split push down storefront. I don't really know. It's going to be really interesting to see. What do you think about this map, Tetra?
Well, I mean, we're seeing the door charge on that on that freezer door, which you know is probably the best door charge out of them all. If you only have 1, but you know this nade here is going to get both of these barbs that are on this freezer and storage area. So it's almost a free push for Global Breakout here if they throw the barbs right. If they throw the nades right. But you know it'll all be up to whether or not Global Breakout play this well or not. The door charge goes out, and they're just waiting on this storefront push. It's like, but I'll go. Is he going in? They're close. They break. The smoke comes out into arcade, and they're pushing in. Argo. Oh, is he fracking the bomb on the outside? Could be bad. They might check for the interior side of it. Oh, but they get the interior one, but not the exterior. Molly comes out. Good Molly there. And they rebarb. Oh, that's going to be devastating for Global Breakout. 2 barbs to deal with getting into storage. And they're going to have to deal with this Teller player. But either shotgun open it, and Argo takes him out from 4 tiles away, I think. It's now a 4v5. Argo low HP, though. Oh, but Billboard's able to take out another Yaokuza member. It is a 3v5 now. Biggie Cheese with the tub. Is he able to do anything? He's able to get 1. He's able to get 2. That's made it a 3v2 now. This seems good for Yaokuza. They have Auto still alive. A tub and a KR82M. What will they do here? Gruber on Ikazo. AP on Colin, and Ikazo's able to take out one of the Yakuza members. It is now a 2v2. 35 seconds left. Colin going around on the flank. Oh, but he's pushed back Ikazo. Another molly. Oh, this is bad for Global Breakout. I don't think they will have enough time to defuse the bomb. They have to deal with that auto. That molly's devastating. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7. They flashed the auto out. They have to get on the bomb instantly. Oh, but Biggie Cheese takes out 1. They have enough time to defuse. And they won the round. They've won the round because Biggie Cheese pushed.
Are they going to clench it?
Yeah, they have enough time. Definitely. Biggie Cheese pushed here. Oh, I didn't even realize. They had external barbs. Oh my gosh, that external barb saved them. Saved the entire round. The external barb slowed down Biggie's push. So
that is excellent. I thought they didn't have enough time as soon as they hit 15 seconds.
That was a great round there from Global Breakout. Really showing off why they're one of the best teams in the league.
Yeah, I think that what they just did defined the rest of this match. And I think it goes to show that Global Breakout is going to clench this here.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're doing Dome, Killhouse, and Factory. This Dome is really interesting because how much observation can see over jungle, while also looking at beach. That being able to look over beach and observation is a really key position that I haven't seen very many domes have anymore. So based on how they push is going to be really interesting because the defenders will have the upper hand with that observation. What do you think about this observation placement? It is quite interesting in my opinion.
Well, Power's on the other side of the map, so really, you don't have to go through here. There's not much a defender could do apart from give intel if a player was pushing through jungle. They have to either flank from behind, which is very obvious, or push through here and hold from this jungle position.
Yeah.
I think if you just ignore observation, that's probably the best bet in winning the round. But it's up to whether or not what the defenders want to do. But it seems like Yakuza have pointed out that Sando it was a map made on the twitch.tv/Giant Enemy Crab Corp Twitch channel.
This was a Sandwich made this.
Yes.
Map.
So Sando has made this map, and as you can see, there's a bit of an error on pit. There's a slanted. If you go into map view, there is a slanted block, but then in SAT it is a completely straight block. But that doesn't really matter. It's not game breaking.
On satellite it's slanted, but on map it's straight.
Yeah.
It is quite interesting.
Door charge place. Kaza with that saber. Might be able to take out that hit player for Yaokuza. But they're waiting for this beat kick, I believe. Oh no, there goes the door charge. And the great molly there comes out. Smoke on Beach. And they've pushed in. Beach has been kicked. They have full reign of that. Whether or not the Yaokuza player will keep from observation onto Beach. The Gruber not able to... actually does a little bit of damage to Ricardo there. Oh, but Colin's able to take him out. They have hit for free here. And the flash comes out. I believe... Are they going for power? They have. They've flipped off that power. and it's left the Yaokuza in the dark. They've got one flare, and it's located in a very bad spot. We'll see if Yaokuza can actually do anything here. That flare could end up actually potentially getting a couple of kills. By the way, Global Breakout are pushing this. Kazu's probably not picked the best angle as flares do mess up Saber's view. The flash comes out though, jungle. He's peeking. He does spot a player in the water, and Argo takes him out with a wide swing. Good kill there. Good communication. Molly comes out, but Kazu takes out one of the players behind bomb. Oh, and Billboard's pushing observation here now that they don't have any intel. And it's both the last moments of Yakuza stuck inside observation without any intel. And it's a 1v5 here. It's all or nothing. This could be... And yes, it is. It's 5-2. 2 global breakouts. Going into the final round, I believe, of the set. No. Are we on... No. My bad. It is the first round of the set. We're going to... Yeah. So, we are going to...
We're going to a kill house, I believe.
Kill house? Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying at this point. Going to a kill house. That's cool.
Do any of us know what we're saying?
Not really.
Exactly.
We'll see if Yakuza can change it around with this kill house, though.
If Global Breakout clenches this kill house, I think it's going to be a sweep, and Global Breakout will take the factory, I believe, but it could be a C-store.
Well, this isn't looking good for Yakuza, as if Global Breakout win all rounds here, they don't have to play on this kill house. And this is a very bad kill house for defenders. You've got a full outside of the map bomb, which means no one can be sitting on bomb, as the UAV will kill you. So you have to play from inside and defend the bomb.
It is a quite interesting map with that bomb placement. I do agree that with the defender's idea that it's quite key to use this wall charge to blow it up and insert immediately as soon as you can onto that bomb, because the only sightline you have to be worried about is this, because the UAVs can't sit on bomb. A shotgun on this map is going to be a really bad idea for holding bomb. As we move into the setup and gear up of this match, we're going to see some really interesting where the defense is going to place themselves and how they're going to rotate, which is going to really define this match and go into a very interesting setup where you can't touch courtyard because of the UAV. But I think you have a few seconds outside of the UAV, outside of the map, where you're not going to get killed. So if worse comes to worse, they could make entry there. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I believe we saw some drawings of a potential war charge coming out from Global Breakout, but we'll have to see. I believe they're just ecoing it, though. Just a nade coming out from Global Breakout. Trying to wallbang on those red doors. But it is the lumberyard push that takes the favor of Global Breakout. And they're gonna have to peek these windows. Yakuza holding the lumberyard quite hard from inside. Ooh, some damage. Oh, no damage actually out on both sides. But we are seeing Argo pushing up with the DL. Shotgunning over the door. And they're about to push through with that nade. They've still got a barb on them, Yakuza. Let's see if they can do anything with this barb. A good molly there. Oh, that allows them to get that barb out. Unless they touch the UAV. No, we're alright. They are going to get that barb down. Good late barb there from Yakuza. A good breakout. Pushing to lockers. Able to get 1, able to get 2. Oh, but in Brick House, there's another kill going on. And it's a 5 here. Once again, Biggie Cheese versus Global Breakout. The bomb is being defused. This isn't looking good for Biggie Cheese, but he's able to take out Colin. At least destroys their eco next round. But he isn't able to get another, and Argo takes him out.
I think Global Breakout just absolutely destroyed on this match. And that's gonna lead to Global Breakout moving on to the next round. Next round of this major. I think they're playing tomorrow. Is that correct?
Yes, we are showing losers bracket next for the games. There will be no winners bracket. The people who move on will not be playing another game today.
That's what I thought. It's gonna be really interesting to see how the losing bracket results come forward. However, let's get back to Global Breakout and Yakuza. I think there's no chance Global Breakout's gonna lose this match, and I think they're gonna be moving on today.
Yeah, it's 6-2 coming into potentially the last round.
So we're here on Rogue Caesar, and I think I haven't seen a fan on a factory in a really long time. So I think a fan push may be a good idea. However, I think the defense is anticipating that. So maybe Global Breakout is going to be using the idea to do a split push. As you can see, they're drawing on the map that could be a possibility for them. What do you think on this Rogue Caesar?
Well, I don't know. I was not checking the eco, but they may or may not have a wall charge left, which I believe that one of the members of Yakuza drew is that they completely can just discard this barb here if they want to go for lights and just wall charge and get the lights from there. We'll see what happens though. Good placement of a barb there is, you know, you want to have it out so you can peek from both sides, and they still can't go around.
Either Global Breakout will turn Yakuza into a Caesar salad, or they'll keep the Rogue in the name of this operation. Let's see. As they move into the setup phase, we're going to see it does appear that they're going to be throwing down some flares. So they are anticipating a lights push. It's going to be really interesting what they're going to decide to do.
Yeah, it does seem like they are bringing the wall charge. Let's just double check they haven't brought oh no, they are bringing the walls. They are going to use the wall somewhere. Potentially Doc. We might see the plan of wall charging through that light sort of area. But, you know, we'll see. The charge goes out. Wall charge, I believe, is being used on Doc. So we'll see a Doc push coming out as well. Morp holding that fan position, though. They're going to have to get rid of it through Office. The Yakuza member moves off that Doc position, giving it to Global Breakout. A nade comes out. Guy nade, actually. Over the windows. Checking anyone in that corner. Oh, but Akazo takes out one of the members of Yakuza. Great kill there from Akazo. And 2 are in Office. Colin pushing on bomb. They're gonna have to clean out that Morp. Billboard gets tagged by it. And they're pushing in. Colin able to take out Photon. Oh, but Billboard's able to take out another. And a Yakuza member trades. Oh, but Argo takes out another Yakuza member. And it's a 1v5. And there's the game. It is Global Breakout with the, as I would say, dub of this this first game.
That was excellent. Excellent game.
Yeah, we saw very strong Global Breakout players there. You know, they just pushed. And Yakuza just didn't know what to do about it.
Yeah. So it looks like Global Breakout is going to be moving up, and Yakuza's falling back down to the losers bracket. I think we'll either see them playing. We'll probably see them playing later today.
Yeah, well, yeah, so Yaokuza are moving on. Sorry, not Yaokuza. Global Breakout are moving on. They will go against Depth in round 2. And Yaokuza are moving down to the lower bracket of the tournament, who I believe are going against Rats, but Rats do not have enough people, I believe, to play the next game. So Yaokuza, I believe, are getting a bye
They would. I
to round
believe
1 of the
so.
losers. So
Either
they're moving on.
Either Rats will be forfeiting or Yakuza will be getting a bye, but Yakuza will be moving to round 2 of losers.
But yeah, so that was the very fun game of Yakuza Global Breakout. Yeah.
Is that all for today?
I believe.
Alrighty. We'll see you next time. This was Twin and my co-host Tetra.